Well, meanwhile, the president says the U.S. is entering a new phase in our fight against ISIS. 1,500 more troops will be going to Iraq. The Pentagon says their role will be to train and support the Iraqi military. National security correspondent Jennifer Griffin has more on that live at the Pentagon. So, Jennifer, does this mean that any of our troops potentially could be in any sort of combat roles?
No, Eric, not according to Pentagon officials who I have spoken to or to the commander-in-chief himself.
What it signals is a new phase. First of all, let's be clear. ISIL is a threat not only to Iraq, but also the region, and ultimately, over the long term, could be a threat to the United States.
The U.S. strategy until now has been to carry out airstrikes, averaging about 5 targets a day, according to the releases provided by U.S. Central Command. There are currently 1,400 U.S. troops on the ground. The White House announcement on Friday will more than double that number. The additional 1,500 U.S. troops will be trainers and advisors. The Pentagon explained that they will need $5.6 billion for more training. The U.S. spent tens of billions of dollars to train the Iraqi forces before leaving in 2011. 2 of the training bases, we're told, will be expeditionary in nature, according to defense officials, Eric.
And Jennifer, why now? Why are they announcing the doubling of the number of U.S. troops to Iraq? It just happens to be, hey, guess what? A few days after the midterm elections. Why didn't they announce this before, if indeed it is a solid military strategy?
Well, it's a good question. Both the White House and the Pentagon officially are denying that the political calendar had anything to do with the timing of the announcement.
It's being done now, quite frankly, because the Iraqis have reached, they have demonstrated the willingness and the skill to go after ISIL. So they've reached a point where they need additional help and guidance, particularly in areas like Anbar.
In an unusual move, the president invited CENTCOM Commander General Lloyd Austin to the White House to have lunch with top Republican and Democratic congressional leaders on Friday to explain the strategy in Iraq and Syria, a sign that the administration knows it is going to need a lot of support on Capitol Hill to fund the next phase of this strategy, Eric.
All right, Jennifer, at the Pentagon, as always. Thank you so much.